Welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving in the new fall decor with some fabulous and easy DIYs that will give you that gorgeous Pottery Barn look for a fraction of the price. Whether you're looking to cozy up your home for the season or simply love getting crafty, you're in the right place. Grab your glue gun, some fall foliage, and let's get started on these stunning look for less decor ideas. And get ready to transform your space with these simple yet chic projects. The first project that I'm going to be creating, I have a tremendous savings here for you. I did pick up this vase for $5, but this is not the item that I'm going to be duping. Over on Pottery Barn, I had found this vase, this look actually, the vase with hydrangea bundle, and the hydrangea bundles here is $70, but I really love this whole look, and that's what I'm going to be recreating. So as you can see, my vase was a little bit taller and a little bit thinner, but I think I can achieve that same look. Now for the hydrangea flowers, I did get mine out of the garden, and if you let your hydrangeas dry in a vase, they will get that dusty green look to them a little bit, and they do last for quite a while just sitting in a vase with no water or anything like that. But I did look over on Amazon, as well as I've seen a couple of the one Temu had a few for a lot less than just than $70. I think the most expensive one was on Amazon Canada for about a 40, but you get a much larger bundle. So look around your garden. You might find the fall foliage that you like, and it looks really nice in your vase. So to get this vase painted, I am going to be, so as you saw, I mixed white and creamy color paint. This is chalk paint, so it's a lot thicker. I was going to add flour to it to make it even more thicker, but my cream colored old ochre chalk paint was pretty dry, so it was actually quite thick, as you can see. The reason why I mixed the two colors is because the old ochre was too yellowish, and the white was too bright. So I just wanted to kind of tone down the brightness of the white. So that's why I mixed them. And I am applying a fairly thick layer because I want that thickness to show in the vase. So I forgot to mention that I will leave the links to the Amazon hydrangeas that I found in the description box in case if you wanted to venture out and get some for yourself. Also Dollarama, if you're located in Canada, I've seen hydrangea flowers there as well. I've never seen them at Dollar Tree, but definitely at Dollarama. At Michael's store, I did not see that color, although I do know that my mother-in-law had gotten herself some hydrangeas like that a while back, so it's worth looking into it. I was just checking on the website. I think making over vases is one of the most affordable ways to add those look for less high-end dupes to your decor, because they tend to be a lot cheaper at thrift stores, and usually you can find the style of them like the high-end stores have them, and with a little bit of paint you can achieve that high-end look. So right now I am just trying to blend, so there's none of the brush strokes are showing, and I'm just using a crafter sponge to do that. Since I like to show you everything, I will show you this step as well, but I do find that this did not really add much to the vase. I wanted to just darken the certain spots just a little bit, but I didn't want to go too much with this brown because I feel like it has a bit of a purplish tinge to it. So I went really, really lightly just to dab on, but you can completely skip this step if you wanted to and just move on to the next step. And the next step is optional as well. If you want, you can just leave it at this point, or you can go and get some dirt and get dirty. My camera ran out of space, my card, so I had to resort to my phone. So here we are. So all I take is before the vase completely dries, I just add some dirt to it, sprinkle it. You want this to be, for this particular project, you want the dirt to be dry. I've done projects where the dirt is wet and then it just kind of paints everything, but then you can't sprinkle it on and the vase has to be dry. So I let this dry completely, and then once it's dried completely, I take a brush and I just brush the dirt off and kind of try and blend it in a little bit. And that's it. And now I went out to my garden and clipped some hydrangeas, added them to my vase, and here it is on my shelf. I think it turned out so nice, and I think it's a pretty close dupe for the one at Pottery Barn, and for a lot less. Moving on to my next project, I have had these pumpkins now for a while, and they've been just sitting in my bin. This one that I'm cutting out is from Dollar Tree that I have painted, and the next one is from the thrift store. That was actually one of my very first fall DIYs that I've ever made on my other channel, and I've painted it in duck egg blue. I'm going to be recreating this look. I absolutely love these candles from Pottery Barn, but at over $100 for a small one, I think it's just a little too pricey. And I'm going to be achieving that look by getting these tea light candles, the battery operated tea lights that I picked up at Dollar Tree for $1.50. So my project cost me $1.50, but if you were to get the 2 pumpkins from the dollar store, it would be extra $3. So again, another project that's coming in under $5, and this is for 2, whereas that's a price for 1. So I think this is a great savings again, and you can get pretty close to that look. So the first thing that I'm doing is I'm just going to cut out holes big enough to fit my tea lights. Now, I was originally going to paint these, but I am quite happy with the color that they are at. I will be whitewashing them just to achieve that look that the Pottery Barn candles have. But I think that will be the extent of this project. There's not a lot of involvement, but if you wanted to paint these, you can definitely paint them any color you want. They don't even have to be the colors that the Pottery Barn has if those colors don't suit your decor. But you definitely want to make sure that you cut the holes big enough that you can stick those tea lights in tightly so that way they don't fall through. But they're not hard to take out because you're going to want to be turning those on and off. So once the holes were big enough for my tea lights, I went ahead and mixed my white paint with some water. And you want this to be fairly watered down so that way you can just brush the paint on and then brush it, clean it off. And I will just use a rag to wipe it off. This is a fairly easy thing to do, and I'm adding the paint into the creases, and then like I said, I'm going to blend it or wipe it off with a rag. So I just want to say, if this is your first time stopping by, welcome. My name is Sonja, and here on this channel I share tons of different high-end dupes as well as furniture makeovers, and I am very excited for what the next few months what I have in store for you guys for next few months. So I would love it if you considered subscribing and becoming a part of my YouTube family. I am so very pleased with the way these turned out, and I can't wait to start using them in my decor. And I love the fact that the Dollar Tree tea lights flicker a little bit, so it kind of gives it that even more that high-end look. So for my next DIY, I am going to be recreating these pumpkin pillows or fabric pumpkins. They don't necessarily have to be pillows, depending on which size you go for, I guess. As you can see, they range from $42 to $59. Mine was free since I went into my stash of different fabrics, because I have a laundry basket full of fabric scraps under my table, so I just wanted to grab something that would work. The ones on the picture are more of like a Sherpa almost style, which you can totally create that with blankets. You can find lots of blankets, different styles of blankets at thrift stores. A Dollarama carries blankets as well that you can pick. I actually picked one up for my fall decor that I'm going to be styling with just recently for $5, which I thought was a pretty good deal, and that's pretty much what they range in price at the thrift stores as well. So I had found this piece of burlap big enough for what I was going to do. So I'm just going to hot glue two sides, but you want to hot glue three sides. I just folded mine, so that's why. But if you have two pieces that you're attaching together, you want to have them glued on three sides and leaving one open. Then once you have hot glued them and they are no longer hot and the glue had set, you want to turn it inside out, and then you want to go ahead and stuff it. Now, you could stuff it with many things. I have done similar projects where I just took plastic bags and I stuffed it in because I had lots of plastic bags. That is no longer the case since we don't have plastic bags anywhere. But I did have an old pillow with some stuffing in it. The only problem that I ran into, the pillow stuffing is kind of stuck together, and it was really hard to separate and make it kind of form. I think if you were to buy brand new pillow stuffing, it would be a lot more fluffier. But I made it work regardless. So once you fill it as much as you want to fill it, you can have it firmer. You can have it also more like softer. That is totally up to you. So once you fill it, you grab the top and you bunch it up, and then this is where you tie it up shut. And then you're going to take some rope and just wrap it around so you can create those pumpkin lines. this is a great time to manipulate the stuffing as well and kind of make sure that all the little grooves are the same size. Mine was giving me a little bit of a hard time, but I think I did do a pretty good job at the end. And once you've got your pumpkin the way you want it to look, you're going to work on the stem, and for that I was using nautical rope, and I started at the bottom and wrap it all the way around the top. I also cut my top a little bit just because I thought it would have been a little too long. Put the hot glue at the bottom, like the starting point of the start, and then I finished it off with the hot glue at the top. And then you can also manipulate it, kind of bend it any way you want to. It will bend. And here it is. I think it turned out really nice. I do like it. I think it's gonna go great with my more natural decor that I'm going for this fall. And like I said, you can use any fabric that you want for this. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and I'll see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.